me, Mario.
Hello. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Peggle.
Quack.
Here we go. Peggle. Here we go. Peggle. Here we go. Peggle. Here we go. Peggle. Woo! 해고. Here we go. 해고. Here we go. 해고. Here we go. Here we go! 해고. Here we go. 최고. Here we go. 최고. Here we go. 최고. Here we go. 최고. Here we go. Here we go. 최고. Here we go. 최고. Here we go! So long, Bowser. So long, Bowser. So long, Bowser. Here we go! Hello.
What up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I was schmoving. I'm getting good, dude. I'm getting good. It's time to get worried, dude. If you're out in the Mario speedrunning space, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. It's Slater, the AI bots, versus DIAZ and Reveal. And maybe more. Maybe more. Probably not today. Probably not any additional matchups today. We need a bot logo. We need a robot logo. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna turn my my master audio is at 75%. Since when? Okay, I'll remember that it's at 75, but usually I had it at like 90. Turn it down so you guys can't hear that lobby. I'm sitting in lobby ready to go. A bot logo, just type arrows. Do the clanker from Star Wars? Nope. I found a PNG that I'm gonna use. Da-da-da-da-ska-da-da-da-da-da. Want the Slater logo? Oh, we could do a Slater logo. I mean, that's up. Sorry, up to you. Up to you. I was going to do this. If he wants me to use his logo, it would represent his logo. We can, but I was gonna make a bot face and see how it works. How you guys doing today? It's a show match. We love show matches, don't we? Type 1 in the chat if so. We're back. All right. I want to see how it looks in the overlay. All right, sorry, I'm not in the mood for DSC. I probably have a Brazil USA from when these guys played last time, right? Ah, it's USA Brazil. Got it. Slater versus DIAZ in reveal. All right. If you're the kind of guy who has his favorite song be copyright free. Oh, we missed some subs. Sleaze Breeze, they've gifted over to Chai. To Saint 9, they've the 12 months tier 1. And Beasted, they've the 42 months. Happy New Year, Ben. Hope you and the family are doing well. We are. We are doing well. 3 DSCs on the day. Appreciate all you. Da-na-na-na-na. 60 stars, 15 minute. Just watched you. I have what I thought was an impressive Mario speedrun. Turns out the record is under 5 minutes. Oh yeah, that's for 0 star. Ager with a 145 stream streak. My goodness. The 60 star record is still a lot faster though. It's a lot faster than what I do. Obviously, it's I did it in what 20 minutes, 22 minutes something seconds this last time, and it's done in 14 minutes. Getting the 16 stars and finishing the game. But I feel like my run was pretty good. And people around town like yourself are saying they're impressed. So who knows? Sub 20 someday. Chat, do you guys know about this bot Slater? Do you guys know about this bot Slater? Oh no, I'm watching Slater. This is about to cook some other bot. Wait a second. I'm in this test lobby, and it looks like he's got Slater cooking against another bot. Ortis. Who do you guys have? Ortis or Slater? Ortis is a Falcons fan? What does this mean? I'm excited to watch this from inside the lobby. I'm excited to watch a little Slater POV. I think we're going to watch at least a little bit of, just one bot's POV, see what it seems like to play as the bots, as well as just commentate a little bit. Vacanus, who I believe is in chat, has ever so kindly put up $200 of bounty. And you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do on top of that? I'm adding 200. I'm gonna add 200. At least a $400. I didn't even tell the players. I decided right now because I've seen this bot play. I've seen this bot play in a couple YouTube videos, and I think it's official. I mean, I don't know if people have different opinions, but I think it's official. I think we knew the day would come. I think it's happened. The bots have overtaken the humans. I don't think there's any human anywhere who beats this bot in any game mode. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that. I'd love to be wrong. But there's a $400 bounty for DIAZ and reveal if they can do it today. Ooh, okay. Bots settings camera. Wait, is that in that's in the actual spectator ball cam. Okay. Thank you. The bots play without ball cam, so I need to force ball cam on them. But that won't be an issue. Zen and Atto incoming. I would love to get anybody. Listen, if everyone keeps getting cooked, I'm down to keep raising the bounty until it's just, you know, infinite money because no one's gonna be able to beat it. Ball cam IRL would be so useful. Expand on that. Expand on what you mean by that, by Mystic. What do you mean ball cam IRL would be so useful? What kind of ball are you talking about? You need to do Slater versus Slater? So Slater has already played this himself. It's one of the reasons why I'm so sure that I don't have to worry about this $400 getting taken by DIAZ and reveal. But you never know. You never know. What about bald cam? Feer has that every time he looks in the mirror. All right, you guys get 2 minutes of ads. I don't want to see anybody complaining. I don't want to see anybody complaining. Just tune in. What's the challenge today? It's Slater, the bots, versus DIAZ and reveal. Space Station Gamers. They're going to go 2v2 on the bots. Dude, watching from bot POV is not great. Do I have the plugin? Let me see. Let me watch for a little bit on this bot POV and see if it's so miserable that I need better cam settings. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm on player view right now, watching this bot, and as long as the ball is far away, it's fine. But yeah, when the ball gets close, it's obviously way too zoomed in on the camera settings. Ignite? Why do you guys want a bomb thrown into the chat? I've talked to a few different pros about playing this bot. Not all of them are gonna be able to play today. In fact, I think only DIAZ and reveal are gonna be able to play today. But we should be able to get some more players going after it. Should be a good time. Really having pros play against more bots like they don't already. So I haven't talked to the bot creator about this, but I'm assuming nobody has this bot and it's locked down. And I hope it stays locked down forever. Sleaze Breeze, saving the gifted over to Halim Boy. W Sleaze. Slater can really beat 2 RL Pro players? I guess we'll get to see. This is the best twos duo I've seen play it. I've seen a lot of like very strong content creator, if not borderline pro players play it. But the problem is, it's not like they get close. They get raffle stomped by it. So DIAZ reveal is amongst the handful of duos that are probably the best in the game. I think if DIAZ and reveal played 2v2 RLCS, they make top 16 at least, if not top like top 8 maybe. Hard to say, we have to see them all. But the point is, this is a really good twos team. in the entire game, and I think they're gonna get cooked. That's my understanding. Based on what I've seen, they're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Everything in my computer's heart and soul does not want me to take this this DLL from you. My computer's like, are you an idiot? Are you stupid? You are downloading a virus from a person you don't know on the internet. Screw it. I'm going for it. Alright, I might have to reboot here. I'm imagining that the pros are gonna have a little bit of time having to get ready. I don't know if they were gonna, show up here soon. We might have to start a little bit after. Breakser! Play the 22 months. You were naked there for a second, but no longer. They had 22 months prime. And now you got a golden DSC for you as well. Okay, let me pull up somebody's camera settings. I don't even know what mine are. Liquipedia. Chad, did you guys watch Zen versus Jinxie today? Did you guys watch Zen 1 versus 1 Jinxie in Rocket League? Because I did. And dude, I can't lie to you guys. I cannot tell a lie. The parts where they 1v1 each other is just kind of boring. I know the whole format's like, oh, the really good player against like the guy who's never played before. It just doesn't make sense. It's just way too easy. And apparently, I say it's way too easy, but both Musty and Zen lost. But like, it sounds like a mercy. They were gonna do 499-0. That gets boring after 20. I think after 20 goals for Zen, it's like, okay, we get it. Like, literally, Jinxie is not in this lobby. So what's the point? But when they play together, it's hilarious. Don't watch the gameplay, just turn the phone off and listen to them. Yeah. And that's kind of the thing about content creation in general and all the really big content creators is it's never really about what's going on the stream or on the gameplay. It's about the interactions between the people. And I'll tell you what, Zen was hilarious. Zen, I mean, obviously Jinxie is hilarious too. He's got 60 jillion people watching him to prove that. But our boy Zen was quite funny as well. What is this? What is this plugin I just downloaded called? I can't see. I don't know. Maybe we just wound up doing too much watching from the bot's POV. Isn't there something else I need alongside the DLL, or do I just need the DLL? I don't know. I probably installed it wrong, to be honest. And there goes my credit card. Not sure what happened to exclamation point play, but it seems to have disappeared from 7TV, so you re-uploaded it. Feer, I brought you DSC in the chat because I wanted the cat in the bag emoji. Can I get VIP? I brought you DSC in the chat? You talking about you just sent the message? Zen looked like he had a lot of fun. Never saw him smile that much. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty fun time. They played 2v2 and got absolutely... Well, they didn't get smoked, actually. They're pretty decent considering Zen was having to 1v2, I imagine. But then Jinxie was like, should we keep going? I could see Zen And his MMR flash across his eyes. Rank 1 Zen all the time. He's like, But he got saved. He got saved. Because 3v3 was always a better idea anyways. So Zen, Vatira, and Jinxie played 3v3. Which means Zen and Vatira can kind of like 2v3. And it's just such a better idea anyways. Zen was talking to the other team and they didn't try as hard since Jinxie couldn't read the messages on Xbox. You say that, but I had both streams up and I saw Zen was pretending like Jinxie couldn't read them, but he could. He could see them. When's it starting? We're starting in about 8 minutes. I think. We gotta get DIAZ and Reveal set up here and into the lobby. And then once we're in the lobby, we'll start it. It's a 2v2? It is a 2v2. Apparently this guy can play 1s, 2s, and 3s. I've seen him do it all. And it seems like maybe the more humans you have, maybe the better chance you have, but honestly don't know. Where can you watch the Zen thing? He'll probably upload it, and or you can go look at it on how do you say? The VODs? 1 second. I'm trying to see if... Oh, here we go. Chat, what are the best settings? We're just gonna use Zen settings, obviously, because why wouldn't we? Okay, I might be able to get good settings on the bot POV. I made this viewer thing out of curiosity on whether or not I could make it. I don't know if I actually want it though, now that I think about it. You think that viewer number would go up if we started marbles? DIAZ is the GOAT? I don't contest the idea. I don't think we're quite at the marbles line, unfortunately. It would go way up. It doesn't though. I feel like I've proven it now with the marbles only stream chat. Viewers go up when the Gamba drops. Oh, I'm down to throw a Gamba. This will be very interesting. Okay, I think the format we're gonna do, I don't know if they want to do best of 5. Like, do we do best of 5? So this is how good I think the bot is. I think the bot is so good that by game 3, it's gonna feel like we're being mean. But we'll do best of 5. I guess we'll do best of 5. And see if they, give them a chance to kind of figure it out. Is it 1v2? No. Slater, there's gonna be 2 Slaters. Does that not... that would be dude, when we get to the point where it can 1v2 us, that's gonna be bad. You like how I said us? Because I'm on Team Human. Okay, I get to throw myself on DIAZ and Reveal's team. 1v2 us. I think the boost limitations should mean that they'll never 1v2 us. Surely. Okay, we've got Reveal in here. Reveal is in the lobby. What team should people play on? Okay, we got Reveal in here, but DIAZ isn't in yet. I don't know if the bot has to play on blue team. Slater is on blue. DIAZ needs to get here first. Anyways. Just asking for overlay. Are you land matching this one? No, so there's a little bit of setup you have to do. If there was ever a stream where I was going to leak my IP outside of the one where I already leaked my IP, this is one of them. But hopefully there'll be no leaking of any IPs for anybody. Okay, we've got a DIAZ and a Reveal. Let's see here. Are we about to game? Everybody is in. We good to start after bots join? Let's see here. I don't know how the chat works up here. Burbo, they have the 14 months tier 1. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You know what that means, chat? We are going to take a couple minute break for ads. Tease just a little bit longer. Reveal and DIAZ versus the Slaters. By the way, I added another 200 of bounty. I think the bounty can just be infinite. I'm calling it a bounty and not a prize pool because I'm gonna scam the bot, the bot creator. Listen, chat, do I need to give the prize pool to the bot creator? Should he farm the money from all the pros? Surely there's something wrong with that, right? Shouldn't it just be like a bounty where if the players win, they can have it? I think. Yeah. Dude, I like that Reveal's asking about the prize pool. Dude, I would love to be wrong. I've watched a little bit of this bot, and I feel like the question today is not will it win? It's will it win by double digits or single digits? But you know, Reveal is asking a little bit more about the prize pool, which is cool. It means he's got faith, and I'm down to see it potentially go down. The bot needs to start his college fund anyway for its kid. Do prediction if the bot will have over 10 goals. Chat either has seen Slater play before or is just going off of what I've been saying. They're heavily in favor of Slater. I'm doing good, Colt. Thanks for asking. Humans, I can't. Oh. You've seen Slater play on Genji. I thought that this guy was maybe a super fan of Reddles, but it sounds like it's not. Has nothing to do with Reddles. Okay, they're ready. Same. I don't know if I don't think Naga, the bot owner, is in. We are ready. I don't think he gets to be in the lobby, even though we see his name. That's what he told me, at least. Here we go. It's a show match unlike we've ever seen before. It is Slater, an AI-trained bot, going against one of the best Rocket League 2v2 duos made up of humans that we can throw at it. Slater likes itself a couple bumps. If you guys have not seen this bot train before, or any AI bots trained before, they have been getting better and better for a long time. The first bot to really make its name in the Rocket League scene was Nexto. Nexto was a 1v1ing bot. I think it could only 1v1 at the time, or maybe it was not as strong at the other game modes. That was about Grand Champ level. In fact, I played it. I played it in a 1v1 and eventually got a win after like 10 or 20 games in a row. But the bot community has continued, the dev community of bots has continued to get better and better and better at making their bots. And now they have Slater, who, when I watched Slater play against a couple other top players, I thought there was going to be no chance that these pros could get a win, but DIAZ and Reveal have equalized at 1-1. Slater is a bot developed by a guy named Naga, who is from North America. So we needed North American opponents to be able to queue up to good ping against these bots. And it seems like the air dribble bump and bump play in general is really strong with these guys, but you cannot get wins with just simple bumps. You need to be able to play everything, and that's what these Slater bots can do. It's Slater New versus Slater New and Slater New 2 versus DIAZ and Reveal. We saw DIAZ and Reveal play 2v2 against one of the better duos in the game, Zen and Atto. That is a human, that is. And they put up a good fight, one of the stronger fights of anybody. But will that be enough to take these guys down? It seems like we're either already seen the transfer of power to the robots, or we're watching the final stand right now. I don't think DIAZ wants to get into a 1v1 with these guys whenever possible, but he does manage to steal that ball away off of the top of his car. Reveal, air dribble down. I think that if you're DIAZ and Reveal, you need to take advantage of the fact that maybe these bots will have predictable play styles. Maybe there's something they like to go to often. There's patterns you can maybe learn. Unlike humans, they won't be faked by stuff often, but maybe their brains are set up in such a way. What a back pass. Look at this play from Slater. The team play from these guys is maybe one of the most interesting parts of it, as Slater 2 just tees it up perfectly for Slater to launch forward. What is going on with the names? Something's messed up with the in-game names, because now it's DIAZ and Reveal on the Slater team versus Reveal. This must just be an artifact of playing on these custom lobbies or whatever. Maybe people who have played in these before can explain to me why all of a sudden the bots have truly taken over and they've stolen the names of the players they're playing against. But 2v1 situations, these guys are going to be unstoppable. These guys, aka these bots, are going to be unstoppable. They love to go for bump plays and have their follow-up shot be available. One thing that I really noticed as their names fix themselves for whatever reason is that... Oh, I forgot what I was thinking about halfway through. Oh, their team play, their synergy is absolutely unbelievable. They are literally perfectly in sync in a way that no one else could be. But DIAZ and Reveal are going to get a second goal. DIAZ going for a bump attempt, maybe getting Slater off the back wall, getting rid of it, and then Reveal faster than the bots to pass it in field. DIAZ is lagging. That would make sense. It seems like this could be a tough server to connect to. It's not like a regular USD server. Wait, why are one of the bots? Oh no, that's DIAZ. Just completely stopped. I don't have control of the lobby. He's back now. Free goal? No, not a free goal for Slater. I don't think that you're going to see sympathy from the bots. One thing about playing against humans is when you're lagging, they sometimes don't try and score on you. I don't think they were programmed to handle that situation. My guess is they'll try and just beat you. Reveal, aka Slater, is going to go for a bump play. Anytime they turn in Shadow, they're in big trouble. You see Reveal here, turns, shadows. Slater knows or can read that he doesn't have to make an attack until he's actually challenged, and you're never going to surprise him with a challenge because they're not a human. Hamza Bamar, they were the 13 months tier 1. I tell you what though, I am quite impressed with how DIAZ and Reveal are playing so far. Only down by 2. As Reveal try to drop this one off for DIAZ. It's a 2v1. One of the bots rotating back, and a dunk! A big old dunk from Reveal. Slater 2 up on the side wall. Clearly doesn't have it up to snuff like Slater 1 does. Slater 1 on 823 score, while Slater 2 only at 341. Lethamir says the problem is that a lot of players play these bots like they're humans. That's what I was kind of trying to say earlier. Oh! Get owned! The whole entire lobby froze there for a second, and it seems like the humans handled it well, or at least maybe that was only on my side. But that's what I was trying to say before. You need to quickly realize the kind of tricks that you make that only work because you're playing against the human versus the ways you can beat a bot might be a little bit simpler in the sense that they're less mind gamey. There is no mind game playing. There is no faking, I'd imagine. It's too bad that the names change frequently. The no decal Fennec is Reveal. DIAZ is in the red Fennec. 6-3, but still, this is a good showing. Believe it or not, I am actually impressed so far. Nice turn by Slater. Quicker than DIAZ. And a big kickoff win for Slater. I don't know if there's a kickoff play that Slater is weak to, but Slater's so fast. I mean, the aerial game is something that we didn't really see from bots in the past. I felt like this was always going to be what felt like the final frontier, and just such quick passing play. Look at the look at the essentially pre-jumps between the two bots to get the quick shot, and it's 7-3. DIAZ booming clear. They have a couple lives. We're doing a best of 5 here. Vacanus said he would put up $200 as a bounty. Because I saw some games of this spot before we started, I decided, screw it, I'll put up $200 too. I don't think anybody's beating it. So $400 for DIAZ and Reveal if they could win it. And this was their exploratory game number 1. Got to learn a little bit about what works and what doesn't. Looked pretty strong at times, all things considered. And only down 1 in a best of 5 as we head to game 2. Lath, if you want to play with Kofor afterwards to try and take down the bounty, be our guest. I was lying too much that one. What should we do if that happens again? That's a question for... The thing is, I don't think we can really make servers. I don't think we can roll servers because the bot has to host it. So it might just be chalked. Maybe he can pause. All he can do is pause. So you can maybe ask for one for a bit. Bots DDoSing to win. Who made these bots? A developer, player, human named Naga. Naga hit me up a while ago and actually said, you know, that they thought their bots could take down just about anybody. And we tried to reach out to see if maybe any threes teams wanted to play it. As I saw it play more and more, I said, you know what, screw it. Just because we don't have a threes team, let's see who would maybe play it in any game mode. And we were able to get DIAZ and Reveal to give it a go. But you'll start seeing, oh, look at the just, oh, what a save from Reveal. Sorry, so much happened right there. That was a great save on the air dribble bump. These guys, the air dribble bumps are ruthless, robotic in a way. But I like the robotic aerial. You see humans, you know, air rolling, spinning up through the air, and Slater just wiggles. It's the bot wiggle. The bot wiggle we've seen on the ground in ground dribbles, but now the bot wiggle reaches the air as well. You can see him locking in on the bump. You cannot set up your teammate in a 2v1. They'll run the same play every time. Front bot goes bump. Second bot goes goal. Slater 2 upfield. What a save from Reveal. Follow-up not in. And they dove in pretty deep. No boost for SSG, though. Reveal. Oh, did he get bumped? Did he get bumped and we barely saw that? That was a ridiculous bump. What is the Slater doing up there? I was wondering why he lost control. But I think Slater chased him down from behind and bumped him. Slater, air dribble bump. Saved the first one, but not the next. Dude, it's so eerie. It's so eerie to watch the wiggles of the bot after it scores. Just to remind you how inhuman it is. So it feels like, as is, you know, any good defense, a strong strategy is to demo one or two of the players in order to try and make an opening. I feel like demo chasing, we saw DIAZ score by trying to demo chase in the corner, even though he didn't connect, maybe threw off the bots and then eventually they got their opening. But if you don't throw them off their play, if you don't make them go to their second, you know, best decision in their decision tree, it seems like they're just gonna save everything and make the play every time. As this pinch, oh my goodness, look at him go. It's full field. It is full field off of DIAZ, helping tee it up. He put it across the net, and Slater says, thank you. I'll launch it the length of the field, and it's 3-0. We were hoping that the game, you know, would get easier for the humans as they learned. But the reality is maybe they start trying out new things, taking slight risks. The bot will never make a mistake. We'll punish everything. And that was a super aggressive bump that Slater just went for. An air dribble, not an air dribble bump, but just a bump play out ahead of an aerial shot. Something that's just impossible to line up if you're human, but something that the Slater bot clearly felt it had a good chance of doing. And now they're chasing down, pass, bump. Oh, what a save. Good play from DIAZ. Out ahead, Reveal, counterattack. It's in. The humans are on the board again in game number 2. Great save and great counter. Not how we saw them score in the past. Good defensive play. Keeps them at least somewhat close. They love the bump play so much. And then a dunk goes straight in. As soon as one of the two bots gets possession, the other one is just out ahead, just clearing out the way. Just lead blocking to take away everyone they can. Reveal, dunks, and Slater perfectly low 50 pinches it straight to the net at top speed. DIAZ, lob up and bump. Slater 2, wave dashing into a challenge. Doesn't seem like they're missing out on any mechanics. 5-1 in game 2. This feels like we're there. I just can't imagine anybody being able to take this bot down. If they keep jumping as if Slater won't beat them. Okay, Lethamyr. I'm excited to potentially get Lethamyr in. If there's anybody who can take on a custom challenge like this, nice play. That isn't your standard Rocket League. Lethamyr might be our champion. Reveal, air dribble. Slater bot just sent it straight down. I mean, pretty standard 2v2 play, all things considered. DIAZ backed into the corner around the first Slater bot. Slater 2 passing back to Slater 1, who's just camping in nets. Gets himself demoed. Reveal passed himself off the ceiling. Goes to backboard over the top. Wait a second! The humans are back! Are the humans figuring it out? Slater 2 is just waiting on the ground. Doesn't do anything. What lets Slater 1 respawn and be the one to go for the challenge. On less boosts. Reveal is able to score. Doesn't seem like DIAZ and Reveal are doing anything too crazy on kickoff. Just doing close cheats. Almost got a chance to score. Problem is they've now left Reveal in an air dribble bump situation, and they're just too good at that. You can't allow a 1v1 or 2v1 ever. You have to have both of your players around. And Slater knew just pogos basically off of Reveal to make it 6-3. Reveal gets possession off the side wall. Slater passes up, and then it's just a bump play. It's always the bump play. I keep thinking that maybe they're doing a cheeky pass play between the two of them, but the up ahead bot rarely goes for a ball touch, just runs ahead of it and looks to bump. So signs of life here for DIAZ and Reveal, and there's a demo. The demo plays are really strong. It seems like they'll have to be a whole ton of demos in a game that DIAZ and Reveal win. Reveal needs a miracle goal here. Wait, what? I'm just so surprised that the Slater bot missed. That felt like a situation where it never does. It had boost. It was able to line it up. And it just whiffed. Reveal. Teeing it up for DIAZ. I mean, if they could lose by 1, that's a great way to go. Need to gain number 2. Of course, there is no mental battle to win against this other duo. But instead, if there's anyone who did win the mental battle, it's probably the bots. Because they try to keep it up for 1 more goal, and instead they lose by 3. Game 2 to the Slaters. The humans on their final life. They might have... Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say, the bot creators said the bot has to get in there first, but it looks like it doesn't really matter. DIAZ dunked by Slater. Reveal going for the DIAZ challenge. DIAZ gets 1. Can he get another? I wonder how strong they are at defending the full field dribbles. Oh, look at look at the ball cam just staying on. I was saying I wanted to maybe watch the POV of one of the bots. Maybe we can try and do that now. Watch from a bot POV. The problem is I'm so scared. Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm so scared of pulling up Bacchus mod that might have like the connection info or something somehow that we'll just accept the occasional view from Slater POV. Has anyone beaten these bots before? I am not sure that anyone has. Best I've heard is that people have come close. And who knows, maybe they just haven't played the right opponents yet. Okay, I'm getting word that it shouldn't be the end of the world if I pull up this plugin, which, okay, it's just applying the camera settings anyways. All right, we're on Slater 1 POV, Slater Prime, as you say, in a 0-0 game between DIAZ and Reveal to try and understand how Slater Prime might think. Instantly running ahead. As soon as the ball, oh my goodness, as soon as the ball was up in the air, I feel like a regular player would have gone for some sort of aerial or played the ball. No, instantly has full faith that his teammate bot will be putting on a great shot and he just wants a bump. I'm forcing ball cam on, by the way, because normally when you watch a bot POV, there'll just be no ball cam because they don't need ball cam because they're getting, you know, their info about the game not from the camera view, but from the actual feed of data from the server. Slater 2 running ahead and Slater 1 just gonna bop it top left, and just like that, they're up 2-0. 2 minutes it felt like of the humans holding on, but their favorite play will work once again. Slater speed flips to the kickoff and zap dashes the recovery. Is that not what I just saw? Just maximum speed, perfect catch. I mean, that's something we've seen from bots for a long time. The ability to just catch into a no-bounce dribble on every touch. Is DIAZ going to be able to score this? It's not going to matter because Slater Prime has cleared it away. Look, Slater Prime running out ahead immediately. Every single time. Once they realize they have next touch on the ball, the other one just runs ahead for the bump and has full faith. Normally you want to back up your teammate in some way, worried if, you know, maybe they don't get the best touch ever. Nope. At least you don't have to worry about that. Slater Prime demoed. Respawn back corner and pick up the 100. Ooh, DIAZ got it over the top of Slater Prime. Reveal, double. This is a chance. This should be a goal. Able to again convert shortly after a demo. You know, maybe it wasn't an immediate demo play, but threw them off their rotation and put a goal in off the demo. And I think we're going to stick on Slater POV just a little bit longer. We got to see what it looked like from director cam, but I want to see how the bot thinks or what it looks like as a player. DIAZ. Ooh, that felt like it was good enough, but maybe the bot knew that he missed. Like, it's so tough to know. Here I am thinking DIAZ is about to cook him, but maybe Slater just did the calculations and said, never mind, I don't have to go for that because you're missing. The wave dashing, the movement that Slater does, it's stolen from us. It just feels so human in moments when it's like stealing little wave dashes and plays. Air dribble bump. DIAZ couldn't connect on it and then just ended up being a 1v1 against Reveal. Obviously, it looks a little bit crazier when you have ball cam on there. DIAZ. Okay, wait. This kickoff is very important. Let's go back to the director. We've seen a lot from Slater. If they can repeat this kickoff, Slater 2... Did Slater 2 miss boost? Slater 2 just panic turned after missing boost. Wait, that's so interesting. It seemed like it was planning to go get back corner boost, but when it saw how bad Slater Prime lost the kickoff, it decided, no, I need a panic turn because getting boost is no longer worth it. And it was probably right because it was clearly going to get scored on. It did get scored on. DIAZ, wait a second. Wait just a second. DIAZ on the board. Big 50 win with Slater. Gets the ground double. And it's a minute 31 goal game. Pass mid. Pre-jump. Oh, they convinced Slater to miss. It's off the post. What is this back pass play? Took the ball aggressively up the sidewall. Launched it off of the wall. Back midfield towards its bot teammates. I mean, that is just such an aggressive back pass type play. Found its teammate. Found a way to get up. And every time it seems like the humans are getting close, the gap is widened. Okay, another kickoff for the humans, though. The kickoff game definitely seems to be where they need to succeed. DIAZ close cheating. I mean, it doesn't seem like Slater likes to play the cheat. It plays, you know, the one goes and one to boost, and it leaves it exposed to a bad 50 by whichever Slater goes to the kickoff. DIAZ gets his shot red. Now they have to prevent a counterattack. That's the thing. The counterattacks are so swift and executed every time. So if they do not succeed, they're cooked, and now they're cooked. Challenge didn't connect. That will never get missed. 6-4, 42 seconds. Slater 2. Lean back reset. It doesn't seem like it likes to do fancy air rolls into its resets ever. It gets resets in a very all business type of way. I think the spiraling through the air is something that, you know, maybe lets humans aerial easier. Because I used to be somebody who said, oh, you know, there's no reason to do that. But obviously I've learned in practice and seen all the top players do it. It just works better with the human brain. Turns out the robot brain doesn't matter. It'll just no air roll. It'll just fly perfectly. DIAZ wants to try in ones. For sure. I think it's even worse. I think it's even worse. But I'm down to have DIAZ try in ones. GG's. GG's for twos. 8-4. What was the closest game? They lost by 3. They lost by 4 twice, and they lost by 3 once. So not bad. But the best of 5 goes to Slater. And DIAZ wants to try again, but in a 1v1. Let's put up a new series here. I'm assuming we can just ready up. Take DIAZ out. I think DIAZ is about to find out it's way worse in ones. Okay, yeah, one Slater joined. Chat, here we go. It's DIAZ versus Slater. Actually, not Slaters. We just had DIAZ versus Reveal against the bots. And they did not win. They got sweeped. DIAZ said, you know what? Give me a chance. And we'll watch mostly from DIAZ POV. The reason why is because when we switch to Slater POV, actually, we can try and apply these settings. And maybe if I go back and forth, will it still show them? Okay, it will. All right, we got Slater versus DIAZ. DIAZ feels like he could maybe win in a 1v1 against this bot. From what I've seen, it's way tougher to beat it in 1v1 than any other game mode. And one of the reasons why is its irritable bumps don't miss. They never miss. As the catch, dribble, and irritable bump will connect. I mean, we have to get Roas out here or something to see if they are savable in any way. Slater seems to love, like many other bots, carry dribbles when it comes to 1v1. Yeah, he's gonna, oh, what a save! DIAZ for the humans! Falls back down off the bump and makes the play. If he ever lets Slater have the ball, he knows what he's gonna get. He's gonna get a carry into irritable bump that he has to try and save. Doesn't want to take a bad 50, but the bot perfectly waits for an opportunity. Another great save from DIAZ. Wait a second, might have a counter here. Should have a 100 pickup. And a long shot that the bot can't get to! DIAZ has equalized. DIAZ truly is one of the best champions the humans can throw at anybody in 1v1. Delay kickoff from Slater. Does it do like a random choice of what kickoff is going to go for? DIAZ, reset. Can it stop DIAZ in the air? That's the question. Don't think he wants to go for that 50. I think that was the right decision, but he also didn't rotate back fast enough. I don't know. I think that 50 is a sure L as well. I think that's the reason why I didn't go for it. But obviously not going for it got him scored on as well, so maybe he has to take that risk. Okay, Slater likes a delay kickoff. Interesting. Does it only do delay kickoffs on the straightaways? Boost steal with perfection. Gonna get a great shot, yeah. Ooh, miracle pre-flip? No. 3-1. It just feels like there's moments where DIAZ is maybe realizing what's happening, maybe figuring out what's gonna, you know, work. But the problem is, in any sort of mix-up play, in any sort of breakdown of the norm, the bot is unbeatable. It's just going to convert every single one of those for a goal. And then sure, you might get back to another good, fair situation that you could play well, but it's already going to get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 extra goals from those other midfield situations. DIAZ challenge doesn't connect. 4-1. It read DIAZ on the sidewall. And did we do a prediction for this one? I wonder if DIAZ had any believers. 20% of people believed in DIAZ. Did that by any chance pop up when DIAZ made it 1-1? DIAZ demoed. Slater not going to allow him to shadow basically ever. If he doesn't stay on the ball, this is what's going to happen to him. Gets supersonic just in time. Takes him off the map. I know as we watch pro players play against this bot, there's going to be clamoring for everybody to try and see if they can beat it. Another air triple bump. I mean, it's so cringe, you know? Why can't the bots of the future hit quad reset stalls, doubles off the backboard? Why are we not surprised that the bots are just air triple bumpers? But as I was going to say, the bot is hosted in North America, so as if the bot didn't already have all the advantages in the world, you got to play it on huge ping disadvantage. Well, you'll have the ping disadvantage no matter what. It'll always be on 0 ping, but a higher ping than you're even used to playing with normally in ranked against regular players. Yeah, I see Leth and 5-up. Maybe want to give it a go. The creator, as I understand it, is not a Reddles fan. I think we'll hop in if he wants to in a chat here, maybe after DIAZ gives it a couple more attempts. Nice shots. It feels so good when the humans score. The human spirit is instantly able to convince me that it can be done. Every time I see DIAZ score. The reset wave dash bottom left seemed to beat it. DIAZ has another aerial possession. Booming a power shot to the backboard and going for a double seems like playing into the bot's hands. Because while that might be awkward over the top of a human's head or something to read and get up to that ball, I feel like that's what bots thrive at. They'll make that read every time. They'll beat you to it every time. Oof. Unable to fake. Slater eats it up. Going bump again, dude. The cringe. The cringe is unstoppable. The cringe, it feels no shame. You can just tell. It'll do it 1,000 times. It can be up 20-0. Leth, I'll get you connected with a guy who hosts it, and I'm sure you know how to get stuff going. The dice up in the midfield by Slater. Tries to surprise him in the midfield challenge. Jinxie versus Slater, 999 goal lead. That's. I mean, it's almost that level. Next, okay. Can you end? Sleazebury is able to get to sub the Naga. I don't know if Naga can end it or what. DIAZ. Would I like to? Can you go next? Is that possible? Okay, looks like he's going next for us. All right, game 1 to Slater. He celebrates just by boosting. Ominous. I'll tell you what. I am gonna be very impressed with DIAZ if he wants to play all 3 of these games. I don't want to be a hater, okay? I don't want to be a hater, but it feels like Slater might win. What's stopping these bots from playing RLCS? How do you moderate if not manually? I think that when bots escape, you know, psionics can tell. I wonder how. I think they can tell. The band waves and stuff are less about like being able to identify it and more about battling a wave, a crowd control wave of like a million bots who keep, you know, respawning when you ban them, kind of thing. But what we should really hope is that this bot's brains never escapes the clutches of Naga. We never have to worry about it playing anybody who didn't explicitly ask to. Is this not a good training for 1v1 RLCS? They show you instantly what you do very wrong, very fast. You know, it's interesting if it's good for RLCS training, because my first thought is no. What do you guys think? I haven't thought about it at all. My gut feeling is playing against it too much would not train you to beat humans very well. You would slowly train yourself along a learning path that's good at beating bots that might not be the same exact you know, skill path that is beating humans. Yeah, I think you want to. I don't think you want to practice on this too much. Nubsy, aimed at 3 months, tier 1. That's the only reason why I don't beat everybody in ranked, is I played next to one too many times. Naga said, 1 sec. He's upgrading the bot. He was offended that you. No, I don't know what he's doing. He said you scored too many on it, and I didn't like that. So I'm upgrading it. Game number 2. Oh, it read the delay kickoff. DIAZ tried to delay kickoff it, and it just said, no, no, no. Oh, sweet child. I know exactly how far away you are from the ball. I'll just delay it even more, and I will still beat you. Six seconds in. Slater already in the lead. Oh! Bang! Can we get a bang in the chat? Tie game! 1-1 to the humans. That kickoff ain't nothing. DIAZ. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. 2-1. Another kickoff read. Hit him with the wave dash kickoff. The classic. The actual classic. The one that works on humans as well. Now all he has to do is hold this lead for 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Another wave dash kickoff attempts. And that's a goal for Slater. I mean, not bad. He tried to bring the wave dash kickoff to the diagonal, something that doesn't happen a ton. But clearly, he feels like the wave dash kickoff is his best chance. So when DIAZ goes quick, Slater delays it. If DIAZ speed flips, nice shot, DIAZ! Wait a second. Oh my goodness, I'm giddy with excitement. Are the humans not cooked just yet? What a nice shot. The problem is DIAZ has to do that every time. DIAZ. Wait a second, is Naga giving us a win? What was he doing in between the break? Was he turning the bot's brains down? Surely not. Nice recovery from DIAZ. Okay, give him the DIAZ. No bot can stop DIAZ at what he does best. I don't care. Let's go! DIAZ! It doesn't matter if you're the best human in the game or a robot designed to beat us. Nobody stops DIAZ off the back wall. 4-2. Slater wins a kickoff. Not good. DIAZ has to back off. This is terrible. This is just bump goal territory every other time we've seen it. DIAZ tries to close the distance. Backflip challenge. Wait, bump Slater? Recovered. He's getting smarter. It's not just bots that can train. In fact, the bot probably isn't training right now. It won't get any smarter during the series. But DIAZ can. This is just in. He has that angle. Oh, he missed! What? DIAZ on the air dribble, trying to take advantage of the low boost bots. Couldn't quite do it. DIAZ forcing it up. And knew it did not have to go for... Ooh, no demo. Has to get the demo. Has to actually demo because the recoveries off bumps are going to be perfect. Instant side flip off the... I mean, just so ready to get bumped. Instantly canceled the bump with a perfect side flip. And then recovered and took the shot. DIAZ another kickoff win, trying to beat it with speed. Will it get the boost steal? Or will he get the boost steal, I should say. DIAZ. Oh no, oh no. He's human. Which is a problem, because he's playing a bot. Just, I mean, there's nothing else to say here other than a human missed and a robot punished. It was ready for a potential touch too, but recognized it was going to be off and then just caught and took it straight to the net. Another delay, wave dash kickoff. Slater lobbing it, undercut from DIAZ. It doesn't matter. It literally plays it like it's on the ground. You might as well just carry it closer to the ball. I mean, we can't really see from its POV, but it's, I mean, that's just mean. That's just mean. Slater in an awkward spot for a human. Don't know how Slater handles the ball on the back wall. DIAZ with an air dribble that scores against the best of the best. You need to be careful, I feel like. If you even let Slater get the ball a couple times, he's going for boost advantage. That doesn't matter, dude. It's just so clean with the dribbles. That's what I'm talking about. Letting it get too many ball touches in a row just feels scary. DIAZ completely starved out his opponents. And if it weren't for pixel perfect catch and flick on zero, then he would have had some counterattack, but that's what Slater did. 2-goal game. Loving the adjustments I've seen from DIAZ. Air dribble power shot, that's going to be free every time. Demo? Pad pickup? Surely the bot can't get back to this one. Okay. All right. Maybe it's not about the first shots. Slater, the victim of a demo. And DIAZ is within one. Striking distance with the bot. If DIAZ goes speed flip and doesn't slow down the kickoff, Slater delays it every time. DIAZ high pop. Slater read it, pre-jumped it. Throwing it towards the net. Boost conservation from DIAZ. Wait, got a bad challenge out of Slater? Wait a second! Slater? What are you doing? I mean, what the heck? A bad challenge out of the bots. I thought that would never happen. And the way that it recovers, it's so interesting to watch it recover when it's lost because it's terrible at it. It's like trying to search for some way to get back fast enough by like just boosting at random times and almost slowing itself down. Like once it knows it's in a losing position, it doesn't know what to do or something. Whereas humans will just, you know, just hope, speed flip back as fast as they can and live on a prayer. 6-6. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. What a level up from game number 1. DIAZ air dribble. Big all in play. He's a great 50. Got it. Boost steal. Can't let Slater have the ball for very long, even though he has humongous boost advantage. Just massive boost advantage. If he lets Slater control it, I think he's in trouble. Dribble. That's what I'm talking about, dude. And it's tough because it's easier said than done, right? DIAZ knows exactly what I'm saying as well. He knows to try and not let it get that dribble, but it's awkward for him, and it's just free for Slater. Estetio, thank you for the 2 months. DIAZ needs that. He needed it. He needed it. 7-7. 55 seconds. And he didn't do anything special. He tried to push it really far to the right. He took advantage maybe of the fact that Slater always likes to delay. If DIAZ goes quickly, Slater delays. Wait, what? DIAZ is in lead. 52 seconds. Slater delays and just flips the wrong way. I like what I'm seeing from DIAZ. Diagonals are not great. DIAZ has tried wave dash. Actually, he wanted diagonal earlier. He did it by trying to speed flip and win it to the opposite side. They're relentless. They're relentless. I wonder what DIAZ could do if he didn't have to do diagonals. I think he got one diagonal, but I think diagonals have mostly been really bad for him. Off the back wall. Oh, no. 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 It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. Every shot has to be perfect. You cannot throw a half-hearted attempt. DIAZ on the air dribble for the humans. The shot is in! Come on, get in! No! Such a great late flip to protect the ball and roll through, tap it with the end of his car. And of course, it just waits! Just barely bounces out. He read that. Of course the bot read that. That is unhuman, quite literally. Inhuman. What a great game, too, for humans everywhere. Problem is, it's going to be a 2-goal loss. 10-8. Really impressive from DIAZ. This has got to be, yeah. I think, is that the closest anyone's ever gotten to beating it in a 1v1? I would not be surprised if that game is the closest scoreline ever. Yeah, closest ever for sure. Reverse time. Oh, baby. The humans believe. 10-8. The humans within 2. So a lot of people bringing up Nupo and other names. I just want to remind everyone again, it's NA hosted. Just going to make Europeans and especially Middle Eastern players have a big disadvantage, if not outright not stand a chance. That's true. We could try and get them when they come into NA for the Boston LAN. That's a good point. When pros come to NA, they could get their chances against it. Okay. We're restarting. We're restarting real quick. Gotta restart. Lobby's been up too long. Said it's starting to lag. I really hope what he's not trying to tell us is that that was the easiest version of the bot that he'll play against. It felt different. Bot was lagging. I mean, DIAZ was lagging too, okay? I'm trying to join already, but I think I tried to join too early. 10-2, 10-8. What a game from DIAZ. It can only learn against other bots. Yeah, maybe while if Leth is gonna play with a teammate, I think he said he could play with 5 up. We can maybe get in a call with Naga while they get it set up, and we'll hear how it trains and everything like that. Because I think we're obviously curious to see, you know. I think I've heard a little bit here and there about how it trains, what it's learned off of. DIAZ is doing another game. Yeah. Just the lobby needed a reset. So we're waiting for Naga, the developer of Slater, to reset it for us. If Slater gets reversed, then he's definitely Reddles. The silence is deadly. Okay, it's up. All right. Game number 3. Slater wins game 1 10-2 and then wins the next game 10-8. But even down to the wire, it looked like DIAZ was within 1, even held leads at certain times, and it felt like he could maybe bring it down. He's going to instantly start off from behind, but he did so in last game too. The problem with going up against bots like this, it feels like can be that they wear you down. They wear you down. They're not... Oh, wow, what a save. Nice bump. Got Slater to miss it on the air dribble bump. But they never seem to back down. And they're not going to change their... They're not going to be bummed that they almost lost the game. They're not going to play any different than they ever did. DIAZ has to continue to play perfect. Little bump on the Mac wall. And it's 2-0. Delay kickoff on the diagonal. For Slater once again. Slater's got no boost. DIAZ trying to take advantage of that no boost. Hook shot. What a read. Slater picks up the midfield 100. Oh, no, you can't do that, DIAZ. I mean, it's obviously, it's so easy for me to say sitting here not having to play against it, but I mean, midfield challenge. I mean, it's tough because you can't shadow. DIAZ would tell me, but Feer, did you not hear yourself 20 minutes ago? You can never shadow either. You can't shadow and you can't challenge it like that in open field in a race to the ball. Then what can you do when you're trying to get re-involved? You basically have to get possession and keep it all the way until you get a goal. Otherwise, you're getting scored on. DIAZ trying to force Slater into bad touches. Fake him. He's not going to be faked. 4-0. Slater on the catch and bump. Sevens in chat. Wait! Oh my goodness. Nope. Sevens. He dodged the bump though by just not jumping at all, which is actually kind of an interesting hack. Because previously we saw everybody trying to panic, get around the bumps. Yeah, he's taking my job in the future. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. He's still way too obviously a robot. You know, once upon a time in chess and probably many other games, the humans represented the highest form of gameplay and pushed the game to limits never before seen. I think we're here. I think we're at the moment where the bots will now be the better Rocket League players, and we'll just have to accept that RLCS is our fun human version of it all. Go happened a lot more recently, right? That one was a tougher one, I think, for AI computers to figure out. Wait, nice demo. Any dreamers? Any dreamers? Was last game a different version? The only thing we know is that Naga was saying that the server had been up long enough because they had played the best of 5 for 2s and the 2 games for the 1s that it had been lagging. Now, to be fair, DIAZ has to play on 90 ping. If you think about it, lag, that's just Slater maybe having to start to play on ping. And, you know, seems almost more fair. DIAZ doesn't get to reset to go back to 0 ping. Ooh, undercut. Chance for a goal. There it is, second one. Problem is, DIAZ had to go down a ton of goals first before this. It's interesting when it fails its follow-ups. It's just trying to make sure DIAZ doesn't get a touch, I guess. Because I'd always expect those doubles to go in. But it must be prioritizing DIAZ missing and is willing to just shoot wide if it stays in control. This counterattack is too high. And of course, 0 boost Slater gets the perfect touch. Placement is in! Good shot from DIAZ. Top shelf. Slater had that read perfect. But on 0 boosts, couldn't get that one. I mean, the bots does probably have an advantage, as you're saying. It can read inputs real time, but I mean, technically DIAZ has ping, but you know, it just has perfect reaction time, like bots are always expected to have. And at what point would you code in some level of delay to make it more human? I mean, what's the point of that, though? You're making a bot for the sake of making a bot, and up until very recently, even with all those advantages everyone's speaking of, did DIAZ chain dash just make it like brain fart? It got scared. Every once in a while it gets scared. And it does what looks like a very human mistake. I don't recognize that Hamachi Lethamir, which makes me think no. Did you DM by any chance Naga_RL in chat? The guy who's hosting it? I'll tell you that the setup from beginning to end for me probably took, like, nice bump, took maybe 2 minutes. But there's probably other ways you can connect. You seem like you know about how to connect to lobbies like this. He gave me the simplest and easiest way to connect, which I appreciated. Slater misses again. Diaz. Reset 50. Wow. Tough. Wait a second. I had kind of given up on Diaz in this game. But thankfully, Diaz has not given up on Diaz because he is making this interesting. Had a reset for the wave dash, too, on the landing. Delayed kickoff from Slater. He's going to get himself bumped. He has to dodge it and jump. Diaz has the ball and has Slater on 0. Have to get that above a double jump height, I imagine. Otherwise, Slater's going to read it. Now Slater will back off to 100 of its own. Diaz, air dribble reset at ceiling height. Shot red, unfortunately. Slater flick. Got Diaz to backflip. 10-6. It seems like Slater's putting up 10 a game. The reality is Slater is putting up 10 a game, and so you're going to have to put up 12, 13, 14 a game. Because the past few games, I mean, it's going to put up more than 10 this time around. First game was 10-2. Second game was 10-8. This one's going to end, I mean, maybe 12, 13, 14 to 7 or 8s. Oh, look at the inhuman dribble. Watching from its POV, watching the little wheels wiggle in the air. No air roll at all to get the perfect touch. Yeah, I mean, what Diaz can hang his hat on, 10-8 is the best anyone has ever done. So you can hang your hat on that. GG's. GG's. The sweep, unfortunately, for the humans. Thanks. Thanks for playing, Diaz. Thanks for playing Reveal. Okay, what is can Slater pogo, though? But can Slater pogo when it has the lead with 18 seconds left to go? That's what I want to know. And I like how it also panics when there's no one to beat. It's so funny. It hits the ball towards the net, and it's like, okay, the ball is in, and no one's going to stop it. Wait, is Naga playing against it? Watch the bot creator beat it. No way. No way. Did he code it to go easy on him? Don't lie. Okay, he didn't. It's going to cook him, too. Okay. It's gonna cook him too. Good. All right, I'm down to let Lethamir and 5-up give it a go. I believe this one's probably gonna get ended. No wins for the humans. A 10-8 for Diaz. And a 10-8 that the 10th goal was scored at 0 seconds. So it was like a 1-goal game, and it seems like that might be the best that anyone will do. Let me make sure you down to go again against Leth 5-up. The thing is, he's probably helping them get set up. Naga is setting it up. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. I'll switch this. We'll see if he's setting them up right now. So he might be busy in terms of being able to let us know how it trains. Shoot, do I have a Canada-US flag for Leth 5-up? I guess I can make that in the meantime. Or do I already have one? I don't think a Canadian and American have played as a duo since I started making the... Yeah, they have not. Feer Reed, you'll need to join the... Oh, okay. Then I need to get coached too. Okay, coach me on how to get in as well. Okay, is Leth coaching me? Let me just crank out. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I've got my USA Canada. Slater wants to be orange team this time. Dude, I hate getting like VPNs and doing anything that has involved with internet live on stream. I just feel like type 1 in chat if you saw my IP just now and I'm cooked. Five Ups University as a proxy? Oh no! But then it, na 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 na. Someone's gonna stream snipe you and fill the lobby with bots. Is this a joke? Because that's exactly what they're gonna do on purpose. Came from YouTube, big fan of your show matches. Thank you, Ashton. Great to have you here. We love the YouTubers here. We're always talking about how much we love that the YouTubers show up and hang out. We can't stop talking about it. What playlist is this? It's my playlist. Exclamation point music. Well, now I need to get set up. Oh, sick. Okay. Apparently I don't need to do what Leth is saying I need to do. Just running both. Oh, let's go. Okay, is lobby up? Apparently the lobby is up, or maybe the lobby's up and I can just do it the same way I always did, which would be great for me because you know me, I have zero brain. Yeah, I asked him if I got to get all set up with what you guys were doing, and he said nah. He seems to think it will. 2 simulated IPs at once. I don't know. Listen, I have a degree in electrical and computer engineering, but I still couldn't tell you if that will work or not. Engineer, by the way. Payouts. Yeah, Slater did beat DIAZ. Yeah, okay. Stay-at-home dad. Can we get hearts in the chat for Dr. Feer, who's holding it down on this late stream today with the youngins. When will I be able to get my husband Fear bot? Could you switch the flag name so it's obvious that Leth is Canadian? Yes, but I can only switch the names. You're a top study network security engineer and you're paid $150K a year or more in the country. Just saying, not sure if that helps with IP issues. Okay, let me see if I can join. If I join and I'm good to go, then Jeremy or TV named the 2 months Prime. I see Leth and I see 5 up. And Leth has red ping. Yeah, he's got red blinky ping. That ping is no good. I don't know a ton. Are we? Is this game time? Is Leth just gonna rock it with 80 ping? Chat, here we go. Potentially, we'll have to see. We have Leth and 5 up, who are saying no, no, no. Oh, Wavington, they the 5 gifted. We're testing. KKK, we're not going. We're not going. We're testing. 5 up now has orange ping. They the 5 gifted, oh, Wavington. That's huge. Big W's for O Wavington. Let me pull up. He's got constant packet loss. Not sure what we do about that. $17 subscribers on the day. W. I just want to let you know that you'll have good fortune in the year to come. Whoa. Probably from uni. All right, well. So is it just GG's? Unlucky? Good Canadian boy. Thank you for the gifted. How about we do human with AI teammate versus human with AI team? I'm not sure if they'd... I'd love to run it sometime if there's someone else. I'm not sure I have a partner readily available for Leth. I have talked to some people about playing in future days. We'll see. I don't know if I want to leak who I've talked to who seems like they'll be down to play, because you never know, it might not work out and I don't want them to get crap. Maybe another day if you don't have someone now. Thursday, I plan to do more of these. We can chat about Thursday. How about that? Okay. All right. GG's. See you then. More time to think about strategy. Yeah, it's NA, so it'll likely be late again. More time for the bot to learn. True, true, true. All right. Let's chat with let us briefly chat with Naga if he's down. I'm gonna send him a call before we call it a day here. Hello? 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 I think he's talking. He probably can hear. I can't hear him. But that's probably my fault, because every time I let's see. Oh, he can't hear me either. Sick. Neither. Okay. All right, how about now?
Oh my, hello.
Hello. Chat type 1 if you guys can hear Naga as well. Okay.
I'm hearing 3 of you. Okay, there we go.
All right. They're typing 1.
Gameplay
What's
for your
up?
ADHD viewers in the back. Should be good.
And I
If any of them.
blasted you to 200%. Okay.
Oh no.
So chat.
Is it too loud? Too
No,
quiet?
you're good. You're good. I got it covered. I can
Okay.
turn you down. So
All good.
we have on the call with us Naga, the developer of Slater. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you made Slater, what you're up to? I just want to hear from you, whatever you want to say.
Man, I got tired of playing bots in ranked because they would just constantly dribble bump me to death, and it was terrible. So I made my own one that would be more fun to play with. I could play it without ping, and it wouldn't dribble bump me. And then like a couple months later, he learned how to dribble bump. That's where we're at. Sucks. But yeah, I just made it as like a training tool, and now it's I can't play against it or I'll lose. There's no reason to queue.
So you didn't. So you literally made it just to be able to play yourself, and it just ended up getting so good that it's the best there is.
Yeah. I wanted to play it, and it was kind of like Pokemon. Me and my friend did it together, and I was like, dude, I can make my own bot. You can make your bot, and we can see who wins. And then it just ran away with it. It got too good.
And there's a big community for that. Were you guys doing that outside of the bot community, and then you joined in once you realized your bot was really good, or were you just a part of like the botting community from the beginning?
My friend's been a part of it for a long time, and he kind of got me into it. Griffin, he's in chat somewhere, Nib, RL. He got me into it, and then I started making my bot and whatever. And I really wasn't big on the community; it's just not my thing. But they did this bot tournament. I was like, the deadline I think was in an hour, 2 hours, and we finally got it working. And originally I wasn't going to submit anything at all, and then I submitted it. It ended up beating Seer, and now I kept the run going, see what it would do. That's beating pros sometimes.
How
their
long
name's
ago?
not DIAZ.
How long ago was that you
October.
So October. When did you start training it, and then when did it play in the tournament and beat Seer?
I started like late August or I'm sorry, late September, early October, and then it played Seer at the end of November, I believe.
Okay.
So it's about 2 months, and it beat Seer.
And so is it like you want to talk about how it trains, or before I say something stupid? I was going to ask you.
No,
so
I'll clear up some things first and then describe how it trains. Some people think it'll train in matches. Some people think it just learned from Reveal and DIAZ. It didn't do any of that. You can train bots off replays, but you need an obscene amount of replays. And it really doesn't get it to a high level. It gets it to like Diamond when people have tested it. So no replay training on this. It started out as a bot that spun around and did donuts. And ended up here. It trains in a version of the game called Rocket Sim, which doesn't have an item shop. It's a really baked down version of Rocket League. I can run 32, 40 instances of Rocket League at once and play them very, very, very fast. So he trains much faster than a human would. And he just runs through that until he gets better at playing himself. He plays himself in a vacuum. He doesn't really play anyone else.
Got it.
So he started off not knowing there was a ball on the field really, and ended up here just from playing himself.
Just from playing itself. So you didn't give it any sort of pro guidance or anything on top of it training itself?
No, so the way you make them do things, right? The reason he can reset, the reason he goes for kickoff even, is based on rewards. You can give them little brownie points and tell them, hey, do this, do that. If you do this, you get punished. If you do this, you get a big cookie. Stuff like that. And eventually they come up with the best way to get a high score, like it's an arcade game.
Sure.
So you give him, 1,000 points for a reset and 10 points for a goal. He doesn't care about goals. He'll just start doing resets. You give him a bunch of points for a goal, he'll start doing that.
Okay. So
and through some testing, he'll try to min-max those rewards.
So from a layman who kind of sort of understands this stuff a little bit, but clearly not that much, like a lot of what you're saying makes sense to me. But I would think that the big goal is winning the game. And I
right.
Obviously a dream world, it would seem like it would be able to train with no help at all, but it seems like that would maybe take infinite level of training to like that you can't recreate. So you need to guide it with the cookies like you're talking about. Yeah.
So the bot essentially has the brain of a gecko, I think is mine. I forget there's a breed of gecko that it's similar to, but it does not have a human brain. It's not very smart. So if you tell it win the game, it says I'm playing a game. It doesn't really know what it's doing. You have to give it a lot more incentive to explore things. So, for example, Slater would probably triple reset across the map, but that's really hard to explore, especially with no reward for it or something like that. If you don't give the bot a reward for passing or things like that, he'll never find really effective ways to score. Someone actually tried what you're talking about, and they ran the bot for the equivalent of like a couple 100 human years, and it was garbage. I think it maybe was gold or something, but it really could not learn the game.
So now you have found the perfect, or the best so far set of cookies to give the training set. But is it also an amount of time? So is this guy just going to get with your training set right now better and better and better and better, or is it marginally better when you let it train more? You know, it's been 2 months or whatever. Is there a world in which no changes to the setup, just more training is going to make it even better?
More training will make it better at some things. There's this idea that the policy might overlearn its rewards and stop playing the game at some point, but mine hasn't done that yet. Mine is definitely on the higher end currently from what bots have ever trained at. They used to think they stopped at like some 200 to 400 years of training. There was no reason to train them past that. Mine's a good bit past that. And I haven't seen, a massive rank jump. It hasn't jumped from probably pro level to like completely superhuman. It hasn't done that. It's definitely been those kind of 1% improvements.
Sure.
You notice better movement, more ceiling exploration, things like that. But at the end of the day, the score lines aren't crazy different all the time. Sometimes it has big blowout games against the one that won the championship, which was, 2 months ago now. And other iterations that I'll make, like the one today, doesn't do that much different against the championship version. It just depends. The bots go through a weird set of habits. Sometimes he'll be trying to learn more resets, and that'll make him play slower, so he gets the ball more. It just depends. But
so
time doesn't always equal skill. No.
Will you train it if you want it to learn resets? Can you incentivize that for a bit and then pull off of it with the same brain, and then now it has resets to try and win other stuff? Like, are you tinkering it all the time, or did you just come up with the gold, standard quickly, and then time is what's done it, or you slowly move it?
So other people will have other approaches where they set them from the beginning. There's a couple guys who math out their rewards, pixel perfect from the beginning and don't change much unless something goes seriously wrong. Mine, this is actually my second bot I've ever made. That I've actually taken seriously lately. Some other ones I needed to test things, blah, blah, blah. This is my second real bot. And I've been very hands-on with training. I don't have a perfect set of rewards or anything like that. Most of the bot's skill is derived from me. I was a top 100-ish player, maybe in 2020, 2021. Well, obviously so good now. But most of the decisions I made about what to reward were based off whatever I thought was good with that level of playtime. It does look like the better bot creators tend to be better, like higher ranked as well.
Right.
I don't know what that has to do with it really, but maybe there's something there.
Yeah, I can see that. So have you ever noticed? So like I noticed it was Zap Dash. It would do landing wave dashes and stuff. So did you have to try and teach it something that specific, like, hey, I want you to focus on this and get rewarded for landing that way and dashing, or does it find the same stuff that humans have found without any help? Is there like a mix of both?
Most of that has been on its own. It did discover some things on its own without incentive. Those are probably easier to notice. The kind of double touch backboard reads it does, it mostly learned that playstyle on its own. After I noticed it, I started rewarding it more and more. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I just had a little baby and she's adorable. If y'all get to hear her on the video, you're welcome. I want to apologize. She's awesome. So some things that learn without rewards, like the backboard reads, the zap dashes specifically are incentivized.
Okay.
It has various movement rewards to make it move better. Almost everything that it does has been completely handheld. I've rewarded everything. Some things it's discovered on its own.
Well, that's cool. So that's awesome to hear. And do you think, like I think, that nobody can beat it?
I thought so. Reveal and DIAZ probably had the best shot. Like if I'm looking at play style wise, what they chose to do, that was the best decision against the bot, is to play. They were playing very safe. The bot obviously capitalizes on 2v1s better than humans will. So they would make sure they never went past the bot, overcommitted past him. That they always had boosts to get back. The defender always had boosts. They were very in sync and very, very much working together, as you'd expect. From players of their caliber. I think it's probably beatable after that. Maybe with enough runs, maybe it'd be difficult in a best of 5 or best of 7, but even in the 1v1, you saw DIAZ was getting closer.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the 10-8 game. Yeah. Or, I mean, really almost a 9-8 game.
Yeah, I think, because he got that last second.
Got 0 second.
It was very close.
0 second loss to go down to.
Yeah, I definitely think it's probably beatable. It goes through iterations, and this one, for example, has not played anyone yet. I just wanted to see what it would do. They're kind of my guinea pigs. I know there's money on the line. I just kind of threw him in there to see what he'd do. Okay,
so this was a slightly different than the one that's been beaten up on everybody else version.
Yeah, not that different. The core of the gameplay is better. Or the same, sorry. But small things. It might decide to go for boost here instead of challenge there. Like it's small things, whatever it decides. So essentially the same bot, same play style. This one was obviously loving the dribble bumps more than the other ones, but
Okay,
for the most part, the same one.
So if you were to give advice, because I think we're gonna try, assuming you're down in a couple days, more people are interested in trying to beat it. I think that even with your advice, they're not going to be able to do it. But if you had to give advice to the pro players to try and beat Slater, is there something you would advise them?
Don't, man. Just don't bother. Just save yourself the time. Unless you're a masochist, don't do it. No, I mean, you saw some things that work. It's never consistent. The things that work against it don't always work against it. You saw DIAZ go for the fake into the wave dash, or the fake reset wave dash thing. It worked one time, and then the other times he tried it, he got scored on because it just didn't.
Right.
It's situational. The best thing you can do is try not to give it too much space early on, test out the waters, see what it likes, and then after that, try to abuse it. There's not a whole lot of ways to just fully abuse it. You saw kickoffs maybe were a good one there.
Right.
DIAZ was getting a lot of kickoff goals. The bot was getting some too, but DIAZ definitely had some kickoff skill there. So I'd say just poke and see what works. That's the best thing you can do.
I don't think that's good enough advice. I don't see any pros beating it, but I'm down to give a bunch more pros the chance.
I bet you were getting scared about your pockets right there against DIAZ.
No. I love giving the incentive, and I felt pretty. I mean, you said I'm getting scared about my pockets. I didn't say if these guys beat them once. You know, the original Showmatch idea was they have to get a full 3 wins against them. Maybe it's worth modifying in the future to get a single win off of them to get the the prize pool. But half of that money was vacancies, so I'd have to talk about what he thinks about that. DIAZ says you need to win all the kickoffs and go for plays if he has the ball. He has 87% chance to score. That's an interesting decision on 87%. And there's some bounces he can't read yet to score. Oh, okay. It seems like the humans have to like collectively get together, especially the ones as good as DIAZ, and maybe they can share ideas to beat it. But
get a strategy. But really, I like twos. Twos is probably the most temperamental. So it's a bot that likes to pass more. You obviously saw more demos there because it's riskier to pass more. I mean, if you go and you full commit on this hit, reveal saves off to the corner, DIAZ scores because you both just committed there. In threes, I like watching it more because it does do the passing plays a lot more, and with safety because there's that third guy back there. So I love watching it in threes, but in twos, I think twos is probably the best chance they have to win. Threes, I don't know. Maybe they could win it, maybe they couldn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. Without you, I might have already told you. I can't remember, but I'm not going to tell chat because you never know when things fall through. I don't want to be sad, but I will tell you that one of, if not the best, threes player in North America is down to give it a run. I don't know who he's going to have as a teammate, and he wants to play him in all modes, and we can try and set that up sometime Thursday. But thank you for hanging out. This is late streaming for me. Thanks for setting this up. It's cool that you put in the work to make this bot, and now never ever let it escape. I'm probably too worried about it getting out, but that's okay.
Caution's better. You wouldn't want that thing running the leaderboards at all. No, in RLCS, God forbid. So.
Yeah, I think I knew this day was going to come, and it's interesting because I think you have a bot here that would win against. I mean, like you said, you can maybe get a game from it, but if it were to play tournaments, RLCS, anything against humans, I think it wins every set of series. So the bot overrising is here. But all right, man, I'll see you maybe Thursday.
For Thursday for sure. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be teaching some church stuff.
Cool.
So Thursday sounds good if anyone takes the bait.
All right, there's some people who are masochists and want to take the bait. We'll see how long people will take the bait for. But
awesome, man. You guys have a good stream.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you.
Later.
Bye. All right, chats. That was Naga and Slater. You can't believe he stole Slater's name? Can we get a +2 at Naga +2? Is Thursday time confirmed? You're in class most of the day? I'll try and lock it down and let you know. We have a couple different people. Obviously, Leth wanted to play. He couldn't play today. We can maybe set him up to play Thursday. And then, like I said, the mystery man. And there's actually 2 mystery men who would be down to play. One who's very good at 1v1 who might want to play it in 1v1, and then one who is maybe one of the best threes players in the game right now who might want to play it in every mode. So chat, we're not gonna do marbles. Even though I think we might be at the line. Oh nope, I'm gonna use the excuse that we're not at the line. We don't have enough subs anyways, because I'm gonna go hang out with the family. Thanks for hanging out, chat. I had a good time, and hopefully you did as well. I will see you guys. Actually, I might stream tomorrow too. We might stream tomorrow, Thursday, and do the RLCS. Can you believe that? Thank you for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.